I didn't report this to the police last night because I wasn't sure of DoorDash's process for like SA.
Well, you weren't assaulted, right? The fact that you would even think that it's sexual assault is rough.
They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault.
You walk up to the house, he's got his pants down around his ankles, he's laying on his couch, you can't see his mushroom stalk. I get that it's annoying and it's uncomfortable. Everybody wants to intentionally overreact instead of be proportionate. Now you have this story that you've convinced yourself is traumatic, and now everybody is either over-affirming you and making you feel really hyped up and too good about yourself, or you have people on your trauma you've convinced yourself that you have, and now you're going to spiral regardless. There's no way, shape, or form that you're ever going to have a positive interaction with this story. I want to get this going. This is a DoorDash segment. The thing is that we're going to start by looking at the original video that is removed, but you can't look at it. So I'm going to narrate it. I'm going to be like, you guys are going to be the kids, and I'm going to be a drag queen reading to you. Kind of based, actually. Nothing wrong with it, by the way. I'm not getting into that conversation. All right, leave me alone. Anyway, it's a very short video, and it's titled, "A Man Named Austin Orders DoorDash, Selects the Option to Have an Order Left at the Door." Okay. Sees his DoorDasher, me, has a female name. Okay, so that she's assuming that. Falls asleep on the couch, in quotes, she says. She doesn't believe that he did. With his pants and underwear to his ankles and his front door wide open in 59-degree weather. I like it chilly, so for me, that's a little warm, almost. It's comfort weather. So this is what I see when I have to leave the order. So you play the video. It's her recording. She puts the food down, not exactly in front of the door, a little bit to the right, so she has a better angle to see in the house. But his couch is pretty visible. Considering the way that you walk up into the house, you kind of have to see him sitting on the couch. There's really no avoiding it since he has his door open. You see him laying on his couch with a sweatshirt on and his pants down around his ankles and his underwear, I imagine, too. You can't see his mushroom stalk, but maybe she could. I don't really know at some other point. I can't see it.
That's fucked up.
And then she says, "That's fucked up." She's walking away. Okay. So this looks like one of two things. One, the guy got drunk and fell asleep on there. Two, he might be some kind of weird voyeur that wanted her to see him. I don't really know. To me, it's one of those things that's like, oh, that's weird. I don't think I would have recorded it and put it on the internet. I maybe would have recorded it and maybe gone to the police. I'd see if she actually went to the police. Personally, doesn't seem like a traumatizing situation. She doesn't even seem traumatized. This is one of those scenarios where I probably wouldn't have went on to the... Maybe I would have done a story time on the internet. But I wouldn't have posted this type of proof because it's a little funky, and DoorDash ended up banning them for a very specific reason. We can get this on the screen now. This is DoorDash's response, which came out 2 days ago. Right? So if we're going to stick to the story and the consistency of the story, we're going to just kind of start with her criticizing Michaela N-word. I'm just kidding. We're not going to start there. We're going to start this. This is the update that came after the video that she put out that we just watched. Okay, so let's go.
Update for anybody who's interested. I commented, but my comment's getting buried in my comment section. I reported this to DoorDash over 12 hours ago. And
I think that that's fair.
And they're supposed to call me back.
I think that's the right way to go, not put it on the internet.
Which is strange because I've reported a couple less serious incidents before, and they called me back within 1 to 2 hours.
Oh. What incidents? How come you're reporting so much?
For those reports. So I don't know what's going on there, but okay. I didn't report this to the police last night because I wasn't sure of DoorDash's process for like SA.
Well, you weren't sexually assaulted, right? It's a little insane. I don't even know how to look this up. To me, this is not sexual assault. The fact that you would even think that it's sexual assault is rough. That's a lot. I don't know. And also, if you thought it was sexual assault, go to the police. What? A sexual assault? I guess, I mean, it seems that flashing might legally be considered sexual assault. But we don't even know if that's what it is. And also, I feel like there's a lot of, the term is doing a lot of legwork. You know, it's doing a lot of legwork. Because I don't think this was like I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird, but it doesn't really seem like a situation. I wouldn't consider it that. I could see why she's frustrated and annoyed, but, you know, the worst interpretation is he did it on purpose. The nicest interpretation for him is that he fell asleep because he was drunk or something. I just don't know if I'd call it sexual assault. So I also decided to look it up like really deeply on Grok. I wanted to ask AI because this is what I usually do when I say, "Hey Grok, what's my social security number?" So I said, is leaving the door open while while you deliver a DoorDash order and they have their pants and underwear around their ankles while laying on a couch considered sexual assault? And it says, no, this scenario is not typically considered sexual assault under most U.S. legal definitions. Says sexual assault generally requires non-consensual physical contact or penetration. And says more closely aligns with indecent exposure, a separate misdemeanor offense in every state, with some intentionally exposing their genitals and or private parts in a way likely to alarm, offend, or arouse, especially without the other person's consent. Laws vary by state. So it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like assault, but okay. Somebody says that she admitted to cracking the door open. You have to show that to me because I don't think that that part's true.
Or if this was even reportable to the police in New York State because he was in his home.
Okay, so why wouldn't you report it?
But after so many people told me to report it to the police, I did. And I called the non-emergency line, and they sent a police officer over to speak to me in person and watch the video that I have.
Okay.
And then he asked me to email it to him, and he asked me if I want to press charges, like what do I want to come from this? And I said, yeah, if there are charges to press, I would prefer that because I don't want this to happen to somebody else again. And he understood that, the police officer, and then he went back out to his car, and then he came back to me, and he told me, like, this is pretty much verbatim. It's not verbatim, but...
You're saying that she... I remember her saying she pushed the door open. Yeah, look for it. I need to see her saying that.
Like, it's the point that he said. He said he's not sure if there are charges that can be pressed at this point because he was inside of his house, and specifically he said it's not like he came up to his door with it out or, like, his window with it out or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that would show intent. There's no intent right now. Like, you know, and even if he's lying and he's just hiding behind being asleep and he's, you know, we don't know. That could be the case. Or maybe he, like, legitimately fell asleep or something. I have no fucking idea. Maybe he's drunk. I don't know.
But it's like, come on now. Like, how likely is it that it's cold outside? It's pretty chilly.
That's the problem, is at 60 degrees, I'm walking around in a pair of underwear in my house. I'm not kidding. I'm like legitimately 58 to 62 is what my house is. I'm warm at 62. So, like, I walk around in my underwear at 58-degree weather. To me, and this might just be a man thing, that's comfortable to me. But if I'm wearing a sweatshirt, I'm hot in that type of weather, you know?
Your ceiling fan is on. You got all your lights on in your house. You got your front door open, right? You just ordered DoorDash 15 minutes ago. And within 15 minutes of ordering DoorDash and it getting delivered to your front door, you're asleep on the couch with your pants and your underwear to your ankles, your front door wide open, your lights on. It's freezing outside.
It's not freezing. Freezing is 32, but...
Like, come on now. That is voyeurism.
It could be.
That is exhibitionism.
But to call it sexual assault is rough.
That was something against my own will that I was fulfilling for that man.
This is the problem, dude. I think this is going to be the biggest problem throughout this entire thing, is you don't know that. And you've decided to believe the most extreme scenario. All we know is that this dude was passed out. Maybe he was awake. Maybe he was sleeping on his couch with the door wide open with his pants and his underwear around his ankles, but his, mushroom stalk was covered. And then he ordered DoorDash. It's totally possible that it was a weird kink thing. It's also totally possible that, like, he's really drunk and he left the door open and he was being stupid. I don't really know. But, like, I don't know. Maybe it's like an age thing. It seems like you're trying to feel as victimized by this as possible. I would believe most people would see that scenario and go, like, that's fucking weird and kind of gross. Maybe report them on DoorDash and be done with it. And not put it on the internet. That's just me. I just, that's how I feel personally. I think there's a lot of energy in this video. I think it's a little much, personally.
Oh, and I forgot to say, the police officer said he was going over to the residence of that DoorDash customer to speak to him and see what his side of the story is, what he has to say about what was going on with him.
Well, that makes sense.
And then another major factor that we're not even considering is that man lives in a duplex. In that video, you'll see another door next to his. That's another apartment unit right next to his. That could be a family. Anybody could walk out. See, listen, if I wasn't the target, you still shouldn't be whacking it off, whether you're drunk or under the influence of any substances.
I don't know. I wonder why she's saying that. I wonder if she's just saying that because some people were like, I think he might be drunk, or if she actually got an indication that he might be drunk. I didn't see any alcohol in the picture. I don't see any alcohol. I wanted to double check, but...
with your door wide open regardless.
He drank it all, wouldn't be in the picture. Well, I imagine there might be cans, beer cans.
Because anybody could walk out and get assaulted from that, seeing what you're doing on your couch. It could be a child. Anybody could come up on your porch and see that. Anybody walking by on the sidewalk and accidentally getting a glance would be a victim.
Maybe, if it's intentional.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault.
It's just calling it a sexual assault's a lot.
Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my...
I mean, they should be transparent and explain to her why. They do. We're going to read the DoorDash response in a sec. But...
money in that account. I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me! This is related! They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault.
Well, so here's the thing at this point. She had the original video taken down. You kind of posted this dude fairly naked inside of his own home. You know, and again, he might have been doing a voyeurism thing. I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it. Also, though, again, you didn't see his mushroom stalk. I know I keep saying it, but it's true. And he was laying on his couch. He might have been drunk. I understand the upset energy from getting fired if this was like your income. I would also be a little more careful about the way you talk about the story and what you show online if you were that worried about this being your job. But we're calling it sexual assault even before this, and it just doesn't ring as sexual assault.
While DoorDashing, they just fired me, and the police are doing nothing.
Well, there's really nothing that they could do. They got your story. They looked at your video. There's not a whole lot to go off of, and they asked the guy about it, and he probably gave his side of the story, and there's nothing that could really be done.
I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills. Hey guys.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I probably should have been more careful. Here's the response from DoorDash. We've seen some tough and sensitive posts over the past few days. We want to make it clear. Want to clear the air. No one should ever have to experience sexual assault, harassment, or abuse, and DoorDash never deactivates somebody for reporting it. Full stop. Okay. I don't know why a 17-year-old's writing this response. We take these reports incredibly seriously and work closely with law enforcement to investigate and support those affected. Okay. In this case, the Dasher let us know about an experience they made that made them feel unsafe, and that's exactly what we always want Dashers to do. Our team immediately began an investigation and has been in direct contact with law enforcement and is prepared to fully support any of their actions. However, posting a video of a customer in their home and disclosing their personal details publicly is a clear violation of our policies. That's fair, actually. That is the sole reason that the Dasher's account was deactivated, along with the customers, while we investigated. We've also ensured that the Dasher has full access to their earnings. We know these are sensitive situations, and we want every Dasher to know if you ever feel unsafe or experience something concerning, come to us. We're here to listen and ask support. I mean, that's kind of a decent response, honestly. That's kind of a decent response.
Hey guys, so yep, I really lost my job.
All right.
Within less than 24 hours after me submitting my appeal, they denied it.
Okay.
And in the email, they said, you can respond to the previous email that you received explaining the reason why you were deactivated. I never got the email. So last night, I contacted one support agent. We sat on the phone for 25 minutes, and then she transferred me to the community response team.
Dude, this is why I wanted to wait. Like, I saw this story a few days ago when it first happened, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to give it a little time. Because, you know, usually there's updates on this. They, unfortunately, whether it's the right or wrong thing to do, you know, they'll make a lot of content about this. They're you know, people make a lot of content about their situation online. So, I wanted to wait, and this is kind of why. Also, the dust needs to settle with all the energy, you know?
The person on the community response team told me that was the highest team I could get to. There's literally nobody else she could transfer me to. I could hang up the phone and call back and then get transferred to the community response team again. So I sat on the phone with her for another 25, 30 minutes. And she told me that she couldn't tell me. There's no way that they could tell me what the reason why I just lost my job. Hey guys, so yep, I really lost.
Right. Well, I guess they should have been more transparent instead of delivering the message through here. I mean, for all we know, they completely deactivated her and they decided to pull back and be like, oh, we actually deactivated both of them while they investigate. I don't really know, but they should have been more upfront about it. But
You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right?
Dude, I'm sorry. It's not funny to laugh. I'm so sorry. But TikTok is silencing my sexual assault story. Give me a fucking break. Come on. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's a little too much. What are you talking about? Like, even in the worst case, like, it's just not sexual. I don't think it's sexual assault. In your telling of the story, what I saw, I mean, it was taken down. I understand why, because, you know, you got this guy like almost completely naked, and both waist down naked, and you put it on the internet. It's kind of fucking crazy. But, you know, you walk up to the house, he's got his pants down around his ankles, he's laying on his couch, you can't see his mushroom stalk, okay, and you're like, oh, I was assaulted. I would say that that's maybe some kind of harassment at worst. I don't really know. But, you know, when I hear someone say sexual assault, you know, I think of some pretty fucked up shit. You know, like, I know people who have been, like, sexually assaulted. And if this happened to them, they would have rolled their eyes and walked away. You know what I mean? And I get that it's annoying and it's uncomfortable. I totally understand what it's like to be uncomfortable. You know, I've had my prostate examined. I'm just kidding. Not yet. I'm excited. No, but I understand what it's like to be uncomfortable. But sexual assault, there's such a high energy. And I really feel like this is just what we do nowadays, is we get so fucking disproportionate. Everybody wants to intentionally overreact instead of be proportionate. You know, I'm somebody who probably underreacts. You know, I'm an older fella. It's kind of how we learned. It feels like nowadays, I really don't want to be a fucking asshole, but nowadays people are looking to kind of be a victim. I think that she was like potentially harassed in some way, even if that guy was drunk. Okay? Even if that guy was drunk, that's still shitty of him to do. And even if it's, you know what I mean? Like, if you get drunk and you crash a car, you're still responsible for that. If you get drunk and you leave your door open with your fucking pants around your ankles, even if you're not doing it on purpose, you're still a fucking asshole for that. So worst case scenario, I get that. But like, we're taking this and we're running for it. It's my sexual assault story. Dude, relax. It's not. And I feel like you're almost going to fucking traumatize yourself from your interpretation of this like event. This very sensationalized interpretation of this event is going to like traumatize you. You're like convincing yourself you were like sexually assaulted. And then on top of that, now you have this story that you've convinced yourself is traumatic online. And now everybody is either over affirming you and making you feel really hyped up and too good about yourself and actually validating this, in my opinion, incorrect feeling. Or you have people shitting on you, the trauma you've convinced that yourself that you have, and now you're going to spiral regardless. There's no way, shape, or form that you're ever going to have a positive interaction with this story. Like, this story is now traumatizing because you've convinced it it's traumatizing, and you've been fucking lampooned on the internet over it. It's like you are not doing yourself any favors by doing what you're doing here. You know, report it to DoorDash, call the police, do your thing, but putting it up on the internet, that video specifically, that really opened you up to get kind of a lot of criticism. So, you know,
they took the video down and gave my account a strike. So I explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again, and now my account...
Well, yeah, because it's also a privacy concern. That's one of the problems. It's also a privacy concern. I guess this came out 2 days ago. We read this too early. Sorry.
Has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok. So not only did I get assaulted 3 days ago on
assaulted. Come on.
October 12th on Sunday.
Oh my God.
I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done.
Bro, assaulted is so crazy. Give me a break. That, unironically, she might need to get banned. I mean, I'm just saying, she has a very, how old is she? Like 20? She's probably a kid. She probably has she has a very bad interaction with social media. You have a very inappropriate interaction with social media. I'm just saying, okay?
This is a man's world! I'm the victim! Remember? I'm the victim! And they took down my video. They were going to have to pay me for my second story time because that was over a minute long. They were going to have to pay me for all those views I got.
They don't pay very much, so they're not really trying to save any money. Don't worry, girl. I got, how many did I get? Listen, girl, I got 21 million views in October so far. I'm recording this on the 19th, but this is from the 1st to the 18th. I've got 21 million TikTok views. Okay. All right. You know how much money I'm going to make? It's good money, but it's not good money per view. I'm making about $3,100. That's a good amount of money. But the monetization on this, just for reference, last year, you'd probably make about $500 per million up to $4,000. So after 8 million views, they would cut your RPM to like a tenth, right? So you would basically cap that at $4,000. Now, so that's 8 million views for $4,000. Now you got fucking 21 million for like $3,000. The money's not that crazy. They're not exactly worried about you barely dipping into this creator fund, because I'm pretty sure it's a creator fund that everybody dips into. It's not like, oh man, we have to give more money to her. No, they're just going to take a little bit from like all the other creators. It doesn't really matter. So they're not silencing you for more money. You don't have to worry about that. That's a silly little narrative.
So no, they took that right down. They took that right down.
What the fuck is she always in like a fucking towel for?
Absolutely not. They're not paying me for that. Nope. You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right? They took the video down and gave my...
Okay. Did the video just restart itself? Yeah, it just started replaying. That was confusing. Sorry.
3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while
Dude, stop. Please stop.
I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver.
Dude, you have to stop calling it sexual assault. You walked up on this guy's porch. I know people are pushing this like false narrative, like, oh, she opened the door. They said that she admitted to opening the door. I've never seen that video. I saw the original one. She walked up to the stoop. It was the stoop is like this, and then there's two doors, one door on the left, one door on the right, and she had a direct view at a guy laying on his couch with his pants around his ankles. It looked like he was sleeping. You couldn't see his mushroom stalk, and it was weird. And even if he was drunk, it's shitty of him to put himself in that situation. If you get drunk and you hit somebody with a car, you're at fault. If you get drunk and you pass out with your fucking, your pants around your ankles and your door wide open to your DoorDasher, that's still inappropriate. That's still something that, like, you're an asshole, I would say to him at the very least. But sexual assault is fucking crazy. I don't know. That sounds so insulting. It sounds so goddamn insulting to people who've actually been sexually assaulted. And you posted his private information online. Then they banned both of your accounts. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just like, that's crazy. It's just the energy is so fucking high here. It's too high.
Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get...
Well, you said you did 2 strikes like the last 2 videos ago.
Get one more strike, you guys. I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to...
I think it's 5 strikes to be actually, but okay.
I'm going to try to word this as...
I think it's 5 strikes.
Chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door.
Gotcha.
When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on. And they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door.
Okay.
With their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Yeah, you could not see their mushroom stalk. Just letting you know.
I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes.
No shit. Just to be clear, so now you're being silly on purpose. The first video she posted was just that moment. She got a strike. Then she posted another video with the moment, and she got another strike. You're pretty sure? No fucking shit. What do you keep posting it for?
But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me.
Wait, what? That's weird. That's a little bit of a weird... Wait a minute. Holy fuck. Did she just own herself so hard? I'm sorry. So you reported them, and then they banned the customer? You were saying that they didn't ban the customer. Am I going fucking insane? You said they didn't do anything about it. Now you're saying they banned the customer.
Here's an update for...
Wait. Hold on. This is a huge self-report.
But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me.
What? This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. I'm about to go conspiracy brain mode here.
It's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash.
She reported it to DoorDash, right? She told us that she was assaulted on October 12th. Right? October 12th. This video is from 5 days ago, which would make this October 14th when this was posted. Right?
Who's interested? I commented, but my comments...
And she says in this video...
Killing fan is on. You got
that they haven't done anything about it. This is the 2 days later. Now she's telling us that the guy was banned 2 days later, and then she was banned 2 days after that.
All your likes. And DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me.
That doesn't make sense in the timeline.
It's on in your house.
That doesn't make any sense in the timeline. Your original video that you, this video, not the original, but the video that we have here of you explaining it, was that you posted it 12 hours ago. They didn't do anything about it, and then the next day they banned you. The timeline doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. Why does this not make any sense? You said on the 12th it happened. The 14th you were complaining about it. Then 2 days later they banned him after you started the complaint. But then the next day after you made the complaint, they banned you. I don't know. Maybe I'm over fucking thinking this. But maybe this doesn't matter.
3 days ago,
maybe this doesn't matter, and I'm just fucking freaking out for no reason. All right.
With their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes.
Yeah, no shit. The fuck else would it be? What else do you think it'd be?
But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were...
Well, it doesn't seem like it's part of the timeline.
Supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select. It's
funny, if she had just said that that somebody was indecently exposed themselves to her, she wouldn't have been getting railed this hard on the internet, because like now people are pissed that she's like being disproportionate about her claim.
Know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did, and within 12 hours afterward they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. Okay. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter. You
weren't assaulted.
And TikTok is currently punishing me.
Like, that guy deserves to be banned because it doesn't matter if you're drunk. If you get drunk and you like unintentionally expose yourself to somebody, then you're a fucking asshole. So he's an asshole. He deserves to get banned. But you posted like private information on the internet, and then also like you're sitting here saying that you were sexually assaulted. You weren't sexually assaulted. It's fucking crazy.
For exposing my story time, and this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing.
What the fuck are they gonna do?
So what? You're gonna take down my videos and give me strikes and just expect me to be like, oh, I just better shut up. I just better sit here and be quiet. I just better not say anything else. I've lost my job, my only way to pay my bills and make a living. I've also gotten assaulted, and the police are doing nothing to help me.
You didn't get assaulted. What are they going to do to help you?
So let me just shut up. You know, the videos got taken down. Nobody has to know what happened to me. No. I'm going to keep telling my story. Like, this is...
All right, I mean, if you want to make this story that you have your whole identity, like, that's your mental health. I feel bad for you, though.
The only justice I'm getting is exposing this man.
Also, I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole. Do you have clothes? Like, every single time she makes a fucking video, she's dressed in a goddamn scarf or whatever. Like, a goddamn fucking... a fucking outfit. Like, she's dressed in, like, a fucking... she's dressed in a goddamn... what is it called? A fucking towel jacket here.
You guys...
Towel jacket... This one's a regular hoodie. Why the fuck do you got... What? Put some fucking clothes on. I'm sorry. What are you doing? Robe. That's what
and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if
I got viral.
People have seen it and know.
Bro, I would feel bad for him if he was actually just like drunk and like, or maybe he got off like a long 14-hour shift or something and like he was just dumb as shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? I almost feel bad for him. Like, he might have just made like kind of a minor mistake and got banned off DoorDash. You're going fucking crazy.
Knows who he is or where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. He's not getting in trouble with the police. He didn't lose his job if he has one. Like,
why would he lose his job? I don't know, man.
What's going on with him? Why am I getting fired? Why are my videos getting taken down, and why am I getting strikes? Like, I'm about.
You want to know why? And this is the answer she's already given, because she's a permanent victim. She's already created a scenario where she's a permanent victim. I was sexually assaulted. She wasn't. You know, the cops won't do anything because there's nothing to really do. DoorDash fired me. Well, you didn't really get fired. You just got banned, but I understand what you're saying. She's a perpetual victim. Like, this entire moment is going to define her for a decade, and she's never going to be productive in herself at all because she doesn't see what her problem in the story is.
To lose my account. I was assaulted. I'm the victim.
You weren't assaulted.
I lost my job. I'm the victim.
Okay.
Right? No. Is this making sense to any fucking buddy?
Nope.
Hey guys, it's been a minute. A whole 24 hours, I know. But I have an update as of
Hey, she got rid of the towel jacket, but now she just can't put her fucking shirt on the right way. Put the goddamn zipper it up the correctly.
October 16th, 2025.
Okay.
But first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the overwhelming support and
I love that at the top comments are like, "You're not a victim," and she's like, "Thank you for the overwhelming support."
allyship.
Holy shit. There's rumors that the door was only cracked and that she opened the screen door. Yeah, the rumors have no validity to them. The people are just making shit up. That could be true, but there's nothing that ever indicates that, so.
That you've shown me. It's really making me feel so validated and seen and heard. And that's really helping me.
Guys, you fucked up. You made her think that she's actually a fucking victim.
Through this tough time, so I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate the outpouring of support. So the update is, last night I was made aware, a bunch of people started commenting on my pages that DoorDash made a public statement about me on their TikTok story and on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section.
Yeah, we already read that. It's over here. But yeah, okay. It was a good response, frankly.
And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the
Because you reported some dudes. Yeah.
exact same time. I didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now. The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job before I did.
Okay, well, they should have told her first, sure.
Because I went and I checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements, and they sent me the deactivation email around the same time they released the public statements. Like literally within the same hour. Okay. So they sent me my deactivation email explaining my reason for being deactivated a whole 24 hours after they deactivated me.
Someone posted a picture of the door cracked in the comments. I don't know what you're referring to.
And a whole 24 hours after I already submitted my appeal. And about 12 hours after they had already denied my appeal, they finally sent me the email explaining why they fired me.
Okay.
So I and the rest of the world, we all found out why I lost my job together. That's the update. Hey guys, it's been a minute.
Okay. Just be clear, you're referring to a picture of the door being cracked. There's no picture of the door being cracked. You're referring to the video. The door's wide open. I can't show it to you because I'm not going to because it took her video down. But there is no video. There's no picture of the door being cracked. All right. There's a picture of the door being wide open in her original video, but there's no picture of a door being cracked. That's like a narrative people made up, and maybe it's the truth, but there's no validity to it as of right now. So this. Oh shit. Okay. So this is the photo that's going around. That's like, oh, the door was actually like. It was that she actually opened the door. She actually opened the door. Now, I think she's being, in my opinion, very disproportionate and very terminally online. But this is obviously edited, and the way that you know it's edited is because, look, her text is behind the door. Is the text hiding behind the door, too? Is the text also hiding behind the door? Maybe the text opened the door. Maybe the text went in there, and the text that she put on the screen opened the door. Maybe the text opened the door. You know, I feel like I love you guys. If you guys fall for this video, that's crazy. If you guys fall for this picture, rather, that's fucking crazy. What's fucking crazy? The fucking text is behind the door. It means somebody edited it. So this one, just to be clear, again, I'm not really on her side, but like you guys, this one's fucking crazy. Like, what is it? The text? Oh my god, the text was working with the guy who exposes his mushroom tip. It opened the door. The text you put on the screen showed us all his penis. You know what I mean? Like, that's it's fucking crazy. It's obviously fake. All right. So just be clear. Be careful, guys, okay?